Hey family, welcome back to the channel. So in today's tutorial, I'm going to be showing you how to make this party clutch purse. So this is something you like to see. Please stay tuned to the channel and let's go straight into the tutorial. I've already cut out my dimensions and this is everything I'm going to be using. This is the handle, the thread. I am using a satin fabric. I am using a foam to put on the carry board so that it will have a soft feel. I'm using a keyboard for the inside and my tape, my scissors as well. So this is the measurement of the body. The first body is 6 inches by 8 inches. I just cut out a square, then I just made a curve at one end, while the second body is 11.5 inches by 8 inches. So I used the chipboard that I cut to cut out the carry board. So after I was done cutting, the next thing I went ahead and do was to divide the carry board. So I removed 6 inches, then 2 inches for the top, while the rest was for the flap. So this is just me. I'm going to go off camera and go and wrap everything. I'll put my foam on the two carry board and wrap the satin on the carry board, then wrap the same satin on the chipboard, then also for the side. So for the side of the bag, I measured the side of the main body and I cut it out by 4 inches. I would advise you cut it out by 3.5 inches, but if you like how bulky mine looks, then you can cut it out at 4 inches. So after I was done wrapping, the next thing I was going to go ahead and do was to just go and sew all the sides on a sewing machine. This is because I want the bag to have a sewing feel, but it is a 50% sewing and a 50% gum work. Since you I don't have an industrial machine, so this is the only way I'm going to go about the bag, that it will come out the way I want it to look. So after I do a top stitch on everything, the next thing I'm going to go ahead and do is to now put this top on the top of the bag. So I just went out by half of an inch, then I just got the middle. The measurement for that is a 3.5 inches wide by 6 inches. So after getting the measurement I want on the top, like I said, I want it to be as center as possible. I went ahead and add it this way. Then I'll just go ahead and just make a straight stitch. So I'm using the flap as a guide because I want it to be all the way to the flap, to the second body, sorry. So I'll just go ahead and sew it this way. So the next thing I'm going to go ahead and do now is to start working on the side. So I am going to be using my gum. If you notice the side, I only folded the top, the two ends. I did not fold the other end. This is the reason. So just be watching and you will see why we did that. So this is like a no sew project. So if you don't have an industrial machine, you could use this procedure to make your bags. You just omit the sewing of the bodies that we did, and you just use this principle, this way to make your bags. So this is just me trying to make sure I am putting the inner panel right right as in correctly. So you just go ahead and follow the extension. Remember, the side of the bag is 4 inches, while when I was wrapping, I added extra 1 inches on both end. So what I am folding to the side of the bag is the 1 inches I added. I just hope you understand. I am not folding the main side we cut. No, I'm just folding the extension, which is the 1 inches fabric extension I added. So I went ahead and did the same thing on this other side as well. So please take your time so that you get the shape the way it should be. So as you can see, our bag has already started to come together as well. See, as you can see, the bag has already started to come together. So please take your time, press it. If it need any extra gum, add gum, because this is the only thing that is holding the bag. So if you do not put your bag enough gum, it will unravel. So after I was done, I went ahead and put my fastener. The next thing I'm going to go ahead and do now is to check my handle how it's going to be and make sure it's as center as possible. Then I will now go ahead and put my trimming. You could put any type of trimming, any design of trimming of choice, but before I put my trimming, I decided to put the body together as well. So I'll just put my gum all around. Please take your time here as well, because you don't want to make a mistake, because if you make a mistake at this point there is a problem, and you want to limit the amount of gum stain you have on this work. So you just take your time. What you do for the first body, you go ahead and do it on the second side. So thank you guys for tuning into the channel once again. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you for always coming back. Thank you for your likes, thank you for sharing my tutorials, thank you for for your comments. I love you and God bless you. And if you're just tuning into the channel for the very first time, please do well to click on the subscribe button and also the notification bell, so that you get notified whenever I post in new tutorials, because on this channel we have many more amazing tutorials to show you guys. And while watching this tutorial, if you have any question, please feel free to drop your questions in the description box, sorry, in the comment section, and I will be sure to answer all of your questions. I'm here for you the same way you are here for me. Thank you for watching once again. Don't forget to subscribe, and I love you and God bless you. So you can use different trimmings, any trimming of choice. This is just the one I have at home, and you can also use beads or pearl to decorate the bag, depending on what you have at your disposal or how you want the flap to look like. So after I was done, I just cut out the excesses. This is just me trying to cut out the excesses so that it will be as even as possible, and I am also maintaining the shape of the handle holder. Let me call it the handle holder. So after I was done, this is what it looks like. If you notice, there are some parts of the bag that are opening. If you notice, there are some parts of the bag that are opening. Yes, this is where your iodite comes in. This is where you use your super glue. So what this kind of project demands is your ego stick gum and your super glue. This is because the edges of the bag will be unraveling with time if you use only Ego stick gum. But if you use Ego stick gum to hold the body in place, then you will now use your super glue to give it the final touches, because the super glue is very strong. Now mind you, before you put your super glue, make sure you've done all the necessary adjustment, because immediately you put this your super glue, there is no more going back. There's no way you can remove the bag again. You will just damage your project. So please make sure you've already done all the final touches, you've done all the arrangements, adjustments, any gum you want to clean, anything you want to do to make your work beautiful. Make sure you've done it before you start putting this ego stick gum. This ego stick gum should be the final thing. I would advise you even put this ego stick gum like a day after you've made the bag. That way you are sure that everything is in place. And this is the final look of the bag. Thank you for watching once again. I love you guys. Please subscribe if you've not, and see you guys in my next tutorial. Bye for now.